Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My name's Jason and I say hi. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back it up and meet my friend.
Hey, Rayleigh.
Hey, what?
Introduce yourself.
No way.
Introduce yourself.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My name's Jason and I say hi. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back it up and meet my friend.
Hey, Eliana.
Hey, what?
Introduce yourself.
No way.
Introduce yourself.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My name's Eliana and I say hi. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back it up and meet my friend.
Hey, Mia.
Hey, what?
Introduce yourself.
No way.
Introduce yourself.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My name's Mia and I say hi. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back it up and meet my friend.
Hey, Bailey.
Hey, what?
Introduce yourself.
No way.
Introduce yourself.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My name's Ben and I say hi. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back it up and meet my friend.
Hey, Abigail.
Hey, what?
Introduce yourself.
No way.
Introduce yourself.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My name is Dawn and I say hi. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back it up and meet my friend.
Hey, Izzy.
Hey, what?
Introduce yourself.
No way.
Introduce yourself.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My name's Izzy and I say hi. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back it up and meet my friend.
Hey, Rayleigh.
Hey, what?
Introduce yourself.
No way.
Introduce yourself.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My name's Mayday and I say hi. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back it up and meet my friend.
Hey, cheerleaders.
Hey, what?
Introduce yourself.
No way.
Introduce yourself.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're the Tigers and we say hi. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back it up and we're gonna win.
You can wave. Say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, okay. That was good. Thank you. Thank you.
Great job. You know, when to be on
Alexis, come here. Miss Anita wants to see you do your cheer. Can you get over there with the girls? All right, everybody get in their line.
Can you add her to your,
That little team, the other little team. The other little team.
Hands on hips.
Hey,
Hey, Alexis,
what?
introduce yourself.
No way.
Introduce yourself.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My name's Alexis and I say hi. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back it up and meet my friends.
Thank you.
Please rise.
I'm sorry, I have to work.
Let's pray. Heavenly Father, today the opportunity we have to come together this evening for your city business. Pray that you do forgive us of our sins. Bless all that are here. And bless our country, our nation.
say the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Call the regular council meeting to order. We do have 3 absences. Todd, Reggie, and Billy. And we do have 5. We've got the forum. Were we supposed to have a visitor tonight?
We did the cheerleaders, you did it early.
Okay. I thought maybe we had somebody else. Okay, we have a consent agenda. Have a treasurer's report, approval of the minutes of September 15th. Approve payment of payroll. Can you have the treasurer's report, please?
Yes, sir. October 6, 2020 treasurer's report. Payable checks in the amount of $1,350,546.76.
I think that's 1 million.
1 million, isn't that what I said? $1,350,546.76. My mouth doesn't talk in millions. It doesn't know what
We don't get
millions
to
are.
see them that often.
No, thank God, not on this anyway. We have 9 major vendor checks, and that represents 97% of the payable checks amount. And the 9 vendor checks are $1,305,621.05. We have payroll for October 6th, 2020 to include Social Security and Medicare, $164,916.99. We have 3 monthly bond payments. Those total $56,132.77. Grand total, payable checks, payroll, and bond payments, $1,571,596.52.
Okay. Get a motion to approve the consent agenda. Walter makes a motion, John seconds. Clarification, discussion, call roll, please.
Linda,
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
and John.
Yes. Okay. Old and new business 4-1 is a liquor license for Cracker Barrel.
They're applying for a beer and wine license. I did put at your desk what Chief has written up in reference to the issuance of this license. He said he found no derogatory information that would preclude the applicant from being issued the license.
Okay. Get a motion to approve the liquor license. Michael makes a motion. Second. John seconds.
Yeah.
Clarification, discussion, call roll, please.
Linda,
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Walter.
Question,
Yes.
does this change the clientele any as far as the adults and children? I mean,
No.
it doesn't?
No, because you can go to Applebee's, or you can take your family to Applebee's, or any restaurant like that, and they have a bar.
So what is the normal rule for that? Is there one? There is.
If they're
one.
serving food, I think, and alcohol, any age can go in there. Just like down at Hoppers in Waynesville, I believe anybody can go in there.
We
too.
have ordinances on that, Walter.
And it's
Okay,
state
so
regulated, there's state regulations.
It's okay. I knew something was right, but I
Yeah,
didn't.
we've got ordinances, but, you know, there's state statutes that they basically follow.
And liquor control.
All right. Yes.
And John.
Yes.
Okay. 4.2 is a resolution to adopt the Pulaski County multi-jurisdictional natural hazards mitigation plan. Steve, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, we've met quite a few times, a committee that has quite a few cities in it, and also the county and Pulaski. We have to pass this resolution so we can actually submit our draft to SEMA and FEMA. They'll review it, they'll do some, or ask for us to do some revisions, and then once we get those revisions done, then it will become a final draft on the document.
So this is a resolution just for a draft?
This is a resolution for what we've completed so far, to send to SEMA and FEMA, and from what I understand, almost every one of them have to have revisions done to them.
Okay. Because I think we got a resolution and an ordinance.
SEMA required a resolution, and we require as a city an ordinance.
Yeah, but I think he did both.
He did.
Yeah.
So if you pass it by ordinance tonight, I don't know if you have to pass another ordinance when you get the revised.
Well, you can't make any changes after we pass the ordinance, that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Well, then we would take, if there's any changes, we'd have to pass.
If this
a
is
new
just to send it
ordinance.
up as a draft, we can just do a resolution of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Carrie, is that good? You don't know.
I wasn't here last week, so I'm not.
Yeah, let's just do the resolution.
Yeah,
You'll read
Tice will
the,
be here shortly.
you'll read the resolution.
Okay, a resolution to adopt the Pulaski County multi-jurisdiction natural hazards mitigation plan.
Okay, get a motion. Michael makes a motion, get a second. Walter seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Susan? Yes. Linda?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
Walter?
Yes.
And John?
Yes.
Okay. And we probably had an ordinance number, so that's gonna mess up the ordinances.
4.6.
Okay. We can always come back and, let's do the ordinance, and then if we have to, we can rescind that ordinance.
Yeah, or we can,
Okay, read it as a bill.
we're gonna skip to 4.6 and do that one, or go in order?
Yeah, go in order. It's on the hazardous mitigation. So it should be 4.3.
Yes, that's the pest control there.
Hmm.
4.3 is different.
I don't know what happened to the
It's a-
4.2.
Is that,
4.6 is the multi-jurisdictional natural
That's the
hazard.
resolution.
4.2. That's just a resolution?
Yes.
That's all we got?
Yes.
No ordinance, okay.
4.6 is the ordinance adopting the Pulaski County
Oh, okay.
multi-jurisdictional.
Okay, we don't want to do that. Okay, 4.3, ordinance approving pest elimination services agreement between the city of St. Robert and Echo Lab Pest Elimination. Ricky, you want to tell us about the? what's going on? Is he on his phone? Basically, we had a rat problem.
Yeah, down there at the transfer station, they come in and set traps and some bait traps inside and outside of the facility. And hopefully they'll take care of it.
They got anything yet that's been out there a week or so?
No,
No,
not that I can see.
okay.
I got 4 cats I could have gave you a lot cheaper.
These are as big as cats.
Okay.
They have a barbecue?
We'll read it as a bill. Harry, read it as a bill, please.
bill number 20-128. An ordinance approving a pest elimination services agreement between the city of St. Robert and Ecolab Pest Elimination.
Get a motion on the first reading. Michael makes a motion, Linda second. Clarification, discussion, call the roll, please.
Linda?
Yes.
Susan? Yes. Michael?
Yes.
Walter?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Okay, second reading.
Bill number 20-128, an ordinance approving a pest elimination services agreement between the city of St. Robert and Ecolab Pest Elimination.
Get a motion on the second reading. John makes a motion, Linda seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll, please.
Linda?
Yes.
Susan? Yes. Michael?
Yes.
Walter?
Yes.
And John?
Yes.
Okay, read as an ordinance.
Ordinance number 3589, an ordinance approving a pest elimination services agreement between the city of St. Robert and Ecolab Pest Elimination.
Okay, get a motion on the reading of the ordinance. Michael makes a motion, Walter second. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Linda?
Yes.
Susan? Yes. Michael?
Yes.
Walter?
Yes.
And John?
Yes.
Okay, 4.4, ordinance approving 3 policy renewals with auto owners insurance for flood insurance policies covering the wastewater treatment plant. Who's got that?
It's the annual renewal.
Annual renewal.
Required by FEMA.
That's good. Read it as bill, please.
Bill number 20-129, an ordinance approving 3 policy renewals with auto owners insurance for flood insurance policies covering the wastewater treatment plant.
Okay, get a motion on the first reading. Michael makes a motion, Linda second. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Linda,
Yes.
Susan, yes, Michael,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
and John.
Second reading,
Yes.
please.
Bill number 20-129, an ordinance approving 3 policy renewals with auto owners insurance for flood insurance policies covering the wastewater treatment plant.
Your motion on the second reading. Walter makes a motion, give a second.
Second.
John seconds, clarification, discussion, call roll.
Linda,
Yes.
Susan, yes, Michael,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
and John.
Yes.
Read it as an ordinance, please.
Ordinance number 3590, an ordinance approving 3 policy renewals with auto owners insurance for flood insurance policies covering the wastewater treatment plant.
A motion on the reading of the ordinance.
Motion.
Michael makes a motion, Linda seconds, clarification, discussion, call roll.
Linda,
Yes.
Susan, yes, Michael,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
and John.
Yes.
Okay. 4.5, you come on in, Darrell. 4.5, an ordinance approving an agreement between the city of St. Robert and the Pulaski County Route 66 preservation for the transfer of donation to the city for construction, maintenance, and operation of the Neon Park. This is the transfer of the funds over from the tourism bureau for us, and then we can send the sign off and start getting rehab. Can you read this bill, please?
Bill number 20-130, an ordinance approving an agreement between the City of St. Robert and the Pulaski County Route 66 Preservation for a transfer of donations to the city for construction, maintenance, and operation of a neon park.
A motion on the first reading. Michael makes a motion, John seconds. Clarification, discussion, call roll.
Linda,
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
and John.
Yes.
Second reading, please.
Bill number 20-130, an ordinance approving an agreement between the City of St. Robert and the Pulaski County Route 66 Preservation for a transfer of donations to the city for construction, maintenance, and operation of a neon park.
A motion on the second reading.
Motion.
John makes a motion, Linda seconds. Clarification, discussion, call roll.
Linda,
Yes.
Susan, yes, Michael,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
and John.
Yes.
Read it as an ordinance, please.
Ordinance number 3591, an ordinance approving an agreement between the City of St. Robert and the Pulaski County Route 66 Preservation for a transfer of donations to the city for construction, maintenance, and operation of a neon park.
A motion on the reading of the ordinance. Michael makes a motion, Walter seconds. Clarification, discussion, call roll.
Linda,
Yes.
Susan, yes, Michael,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
and John.
Yes.
Okay, I want to go ahead and do 4.6.
Yeah, I read it, and I think that Tice's intent is just to back you up and reaffirm that resolution. I think you should do it.
Okay. Okay, 4.6 is on the hazardous mitigation plan. Read this bill, please.
Bill number 20-131, an ordinance adopting the Pulaski County multi-jurisdiction natural hazards mitigation plan.
A motion on the first reading, Michael makes a motion, John seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Linda,
Yes.
Susan, yes, Michael,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Second reading.
Bill number 20-131, an ordinance adopting the Pulaski County multi-jurisdiction natural hazards mitigation plan.
A motion on the second reading.
Motion.
Linda makes a motion, John seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Linda,
Yes.
Susan, yes, Michael,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
and John.
Yes.
Okay, read as an ordinance.
Ordinance number 3592, an ordinance adopting the Pulaski County multi-jurisdiction natural hazards mitigation plan.
A motion on the reading of the ordinance. Michael makes a motion,
Second.
Linda seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Linda,
Yes.
Susan, yes, Michael,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
and John.
Yes.
Okay, 4.7 is the court system. Requirement to have a new court recording, whatever you want to call it, records or whatever, so we're doing that. We do it now, it doesn't cost us anything, we wait till February, March, then we have to pay for the change, and it is a requirement, so we're meeting a requirement. Read it as a bill, please.
Bill number 20-132, an ordinance approving the Show Me Courts agreement and authorizing the mayor to execute that agreement.
A motion on the first reading, Michael makes a motion, John second. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Linda,
Yes.
Susan, Michael,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
and John.
Yes.
Second reading, please.
Bill number 20-132, an ordinance approving the Show Me Courts agreement and authorizing the mayor to execute that agreement.
A motion on the second, Walter makes a motion, Linda seconds, clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Linda,
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Read as an ordinance.
Ordinance number 3593, an ordinance approving the Show Me Courts agreement and authorizing the mayor to execute that agreement.
Motion on the reading of the ordinance, Michael makes a motion,
Second.
Linda seconds, clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Linda,
Yes.
Susan, Michael,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
and John.
Yes.
Okay, 4.8 is a ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a task order number 12 from Archer Engineering, which is on getting the Neon Park, the trail and all that stuff, and electric and all that stuff figured out in there, so that when we get the signs back, we can just go and stick them in.
And we did receive 2 proposals for that. One was from Ireland Architects for $53,250, and then the other one from Archer for the $17,870.
Yeah, which is less than half, so. Okay. Okay, a motion, or read it as bill, please.
Bill number 20-133, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into task order number 12 with CM Archer Group PC.
A motion on the first, Walter makes a motion, Michael second. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Linda,
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Second reading.
Bill number 20-133, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into task order number 12 with CM Archer Group PC.
A motion on the second reading. John makes a motion, Walter seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Linda,
Yes.
Susan, Michael,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Okay. Read as an ordinance.
Ordinance number 3594, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into task order number 12 with CM Archer Group PC.
A motion on the reading of the ordinance. Michael makes a motion, Linda seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Linda,
Yes.
Susan, Michael,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
and John.
Yes.
Okay. Moving right along, 4.9, an ordinance authorizing the purchase of 2 2021 Dodge Charger all-wheel drive cars for the police department.
What are they getting rid of?
We're down to 6 black and whites, 2, one, the dog vehicle, whatever it was.
Canine.
Yeah, canine. And then the detective's got one of those. And then we have 4 unmarked. We normally have 10 black and whites. So we're down 4 cars.
How many officers do we have?
Well, we're authorized 15, 3 is 18, and I think 18.
How many on shift at one time? How many?
4.
Somebody.
Recording.
Okay. And we have 6, we have 6.
We just told that.
Wow. I hope his insurance is good.
Yeah, so that's what's gonna take. Anyway, it was 2018.
Seems like we just bought it in the police.
You gotta buy them every year. We haven't bought them, they haven't even been making them last year. So the last time we bought them was in 2018, I think. Okay, read this bill, please.
Bill number 20-134, an ordinance authorizing the purchase of 2 2021 Dodge Charger AWD cars for the City of St. Robert Police Department.
Okay, Michael makes a motion, Walter seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Linda,
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Yeah, the expected arrival will be February. It takes 4 months to get them.
They're gonna start shipping.
Second reading.
Correct.
No, I have a question.
Oh,
So you said insurance is gonna pay for
well,
this?
we gotta find out.
Is this budget, I mean, were these budgeted for this year?
Yes.
Okay, that's what it is.
But then they weren't making them, so we couldn't
Yeah.
order them.
Got it. Okay, yes.
We normally would have ordered these in the spring,
Yeah.
but they wouldn't take any orders. They said they're switching over and there's a new car and all this other crap.
I got you.
So they just came back last week and said, hey, we can take orders.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, we actually had 3 that were budgeted.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay. Did you get his vote?
I did vote, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Read it again, please.
Bill number 20-134, an ordinance authorizing the purchase of 2 2021 Dodge Charger AWD cars for the City of St. Robert Police Department.
The motion on the second reading. Walter makes a motion, Michael seconds, clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Linda?
Yes.
Yes. Michael?
Yes.
Walter?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Okay, read as an ordinance.
Ordinance number 3595, an ordinance authorizing the purchase of 2 2021 Dodge Charger AWD cars for the City of St. Robert Police Department.
Okay, got a motion on reading the ordinance. Michael makes a motion, John seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Linda?
Yes.
Susan?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
Walter?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Okay. Next committee meetings, wage finance. We still haven't got our budget back. Thought that was due back by 1 July.
Budget or audit?
Audit.
Correct. I still have some additional information Monday, so hopefully we'll get it this week. Hopefully. They had some turnovers and then with COVID, they weren't working in the office, they didn't come here like they normally do, so.
Okay.
Okay.
We need to have a meeting with them. They had a meeting with me the first year I was here.
Okay, he will. Probably in the first week,
I'm just kidding.
November, we'll have the wage and finance for the budget preparation. Department heads do have the budget worksheet, so. Ricky was the first one to return his.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
Only got one person working for me.
No wage and finance meeting? Okay.
No,
Public
no.
Works? Anything?
Nothing for
Committee?
committee.
Emergency Services, don't need it. Okay. Comments by Alderman. Oh gosh, we got everybody's name on here. Susan?
No.
Nope. Linda?
I have some, well, I'm signing these checks, and I don't know who to ask.
Edna?
Well, I know, but I see, does somebody do an audit on the garage supplies? I mean, do we have an audit that's done on the garage
There's an
supplies?
inventory down there, yeah.
Because we buy an awful lot of just says supplies, garage supplies.
Steve can get with you afterward. Any other questions?
No.
Okay. Moving down, Walter, anything?
Yes, sir. First of all, my wife told me if I come home, not mention the wonderful card that was sent from City Hall to us during our time of bereavement. I wanted to get supper, so I did that. I appreciate the office sending that. It really makes a difference, and no matter how hardcore you try to be, it brings us here. So many concerns. We appreciate that very much. It helped us through our time there. I want to ask about the status of Miss Teresa. Can I ask that?
She's at home.
Oh, wonderful. That's good news.
Which you didn't think she would be until Christmas.
Right, but she is home.
Oh, good. I want to thank Steve and the guys that work on that water main breakage out here. I had a chance to see them, pass by them several times. I knew I was disturbing them, but I just had work to do. But I want to thank them for your consistency and insistence on getting that thing fixed. You stayed from morning to night, and it got it. And I would tell you that, no matter how many times you see that stuff, you don't miss your water till your well run dry. And I now see the meaning of that in another way. So I appreciate that work you did. I saw you
And
guys.
it was nice because it kept the flow going so that when the samples came back and the boiler was cleared up real quick. So,
Yeah, absolutely. So that was, we saw guys in action and I'm just thrilled by that. So thank you very much.
okay. Michael?
I have nothing.
John?
I echo the same comments about the water leak. I too live in that same area and had a good experience through that, still maintained water.
Where was this at?
Yeah, where was it?
Yeah, you did.
And I have one question regarding trick or treat. Do we intend to go on with trick or treat and when is it?
Yeah, if you want to answer that now, I had it on my list here.
Oh,
Basically, 6 to 8 is our normal ordinance type trick or treating time. And, you know, there's a lot of stuff that we need to put out on Facebook. The Post posted
Yeah, I
their
saw that.
requirements and they really make sense. So if we can repost that with those suggestions.
I've got it on.
Yeah, and get that on Facebook. But basically, you know, you wear a mask, don't wear a face shield if you're, and don't expect the Halloween costume to provide the face covering. There was several things there. You got the other ones there? Andy, go ahead, just read them all. They had some real good stuff.
Make sure, of course, not, your costume is light colored so that motorists can see you. Do not impair vision of anybody. Do not include accessories tied around the head or neck to impede your face mask. Look,
That's a different one than what I saw.
yeah, this is a whole list.
Okay. But basically, we'll get that on Facebook. There will be Halloween trick or treating, basically door to door. We suggest that you may not want to have that contact. If you don't, turn your porch light out so they don't bother you. And please have the kids recognize that fact that the porch lights are not on enough to approach that residence. Watch crossing the street, all those same safety things, but we will have trick or treating in the neighborhood. I know Steve runs around and they fix all the street lights, go check those and stuff. I don't think of course we'll have the police out there, but I don't think we need the fire truck this year. They normally go around and they pass out candy so people board around the truck, so we don't want to cause any congestion or whatever. So, okay, how's that?
that sounds great.
Yeah, there was some real good ones on,
Yeah, I saw it.
yeah,
It was good.
yeah, it was good. Okay. Comments by city administration. City clerk and finance, Edna.
I got some final, October sales tax figures, about 3:30. So the reported taxable sales year to date is $212,723,852. We still have a 1.08% increase over 2019, so we're still holding steady during this time, economic time. Also, after payment of the bills tonight, the balance in the operating account is 2.6 million.
2.6,
Yes,
that's after the 1.5 coming out?
that is correct. Remember, with Archer, I know Archer was a large bill, but we have that financing with the Bank of Missouri. And so they paid $435,200 of that. Also, with the First Bank of Security Bank, that comes out of the park sales tax fund, which is in another bank. So we made that transfer this morning over to the operating account. So that increased it to 2.6.
Okay, thank you. Steve?
A couple of things here. We repaired some stormwater inlets over on VFW Memorial Drive. They had actually busted and fell in. It was the metal grated the forced water type. So we bought some replacements, had to bust all the concrete out, got those in and concrete back in. We wanted to get that done before winter hit, so. The road salt has been delivered, so we're stocked, ready to go for that. I would assume that in the next week or so, we'll probably be pulling all the trucks in, gearing those up, and just checking them out and making sure everything is up to par on them. We run them through the shop at the end of every season, and then we like to pull them back in and run through them again, just to make sure we don't have no hiccups when the first storm hits. We had a pretty good oil spill to clean up on J.H. Williamson. That was actually, I think, a hose blowed over in the transfer station. It got dragged out onto the road. The oil did tracked out onto it. We wanted to get that dried up and cleaned up as quick as we could, because it could have been a pretty dangerous spot there, for slippery. We started cleaning the area by the transfer station next to the scale there. We are peeling the dirt off and graveling that area. This is to make room for the scale house that's going to go next to the scale, so that road will actually, we're putting it in the road bed that's there now, so that way you can actually drive around the other side of the scale house, and then you'll have a place to, a little added room for parking also. I think the fencing guys was there today setting the poles, so here before too long, hopefully they'll get that fence up, and then we can actually start taking utilities to that scale house site. Because we have to have all that in place, the slab port and everything, ready for delivery when they get ready to deliver that.
And the scale guys are coming tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go down there and meet with them, make sure everything's good to go there, and what we need to do to pull that. Right now, the line goes down to the transfer station itself, but when we put the scale house in, we're gonna have to reroute some lines there to get it up into the scale house. So we'll find out what we're up against there, and if they need to come back and actually do that for us. We moved back to the lot on Hoyle Street. We're doing the rest of the clearing there. I think he's grubbed about everything up that he can get up there. We'll haul off all the big stuff, and then we're gonna probably set in and Harley rake it and then seed it. So it'll hopefully take off with some.
What did you clear it off for?
Just to clear it off, so it was so grown up, overgrown, and really thick. So now we're gonna just plant grass so we can keep it managed.
People were dumping in there and everything else.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that we actually had to pull out of there to haul to the dump. The hazardous mitigation plan, we talked about that tonight, it's almost complete. It goes to SEMA and FEMA for review, and then after that, then they'll do the final draft and it'll be ready to go. I know we had to have at least one somebody had to pass one resolution for it to make its way to SEMA. And I think Pulaski County done that the other night, so ours will just add to it. The more the better. And then, of course, the water main break on East Lawn. We did keep the flow going on that. We tried to throttle it down and narrow it down to that area. But we wanted to keep the flow going to keep the school in. So we held the flow most of the day till about 3 o'clock. Then we was able to throttle it down even more and repair that. It actually only took about 20, 30 minutes to repair it. It was had such a flow rate coming out of it before we was able to throttle it down that we had 3 pumps on it, wouldn't keep up. So we was putting thousands of gallons of water out until we was able to throttle it down. We did find out we had some valuing issues on our maps, so we're trying to go through those and correct those. So then we would even be able to isolate it down even more. We may have to eventually add some more valves, but if we do, we have the capability of doing that. And we can add the valves live so nobody will be out of the way. We met with the city engineer to go over the final site grading plan for the treatment plant. And I think he said that should go out for bid next week. And then it'll solicit for like 30 days, I think. And then they'll do selection on who gets that final grade. So we had a pretty good meeting, got to iron out a lot of, I guess, issues and questions and stuff that we would like to see in that, stuff that would help it as the plant builds. And then the Ridge Creek Electric, that is near completion on that. I think he has done the final plans. He's going out for easements now. We only need 2 easements from one property owner. And hopefully he'll have that done in the next week or so, and then we'll be ready to start on that. That's all I have.
Usually, at that park on Platinum, there's usually like some rock there for people to park in. I don't believe there's any rock there anymore.
There's rock, it just has grass growing through it.
Oh, well, I think people, I don't know if they don't know there's rock there to park in, because they're parking up, well, on the sidewalk and,
Oh, yeah, no, we do that. So it needs to be better defined. a
yeah,
parking.
well, or just throw some more rock in there or something.
Okay.
Don't need many parking spots, just a couple that.
Okay, Don's not here, Ricky?
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, I got a couple of things. The total tonnage of the transfer taken in was 4,493.17. The monthly average was 213.96. We had our tires picked up back in the back, and fall cleanup is on its way. Was Monday and Tuesday, and Waynesville's gonna be Thursday and Friday. Monday, the 12th is a holiday, so Monday route will be ran Tuesday on the 13th. We're working with Merrimack Mark Recycling and Waste on the recycling cardboard, and we sent a load out today, which was right around 19.3 tons, and it brought $1,351. That's all I got.
I have one question. What are the dates of the fall cleanup
It was Monday and Tuesday of this week.
of this week?
Yeah. And Friday, Thursday and Friday is the Waynesville's.
Okay, okay.
And you got another load of cardboard getting ready to be going.
Yep.
Okay, Tice, you're next.
Couple of things. We have closed down the Ridge Creek sale now, we now own it. Mr. Jarrett came in today from Jeff City, executed the deed. We already have a bill of sale. We paid him, we recorded it, so I'm gonna tender it to the city clerk for her records, but we're now closed, we now own the waters. We had another, today, Beth Wiles came in and signed the agreement with the Route 66 preservation folks. So she signed it, so if you'll attach this to the ordinance, you have the original, and that will be completed. They also have some neon signs that they want to handle the same way we did the money. So we'll do another one next meeting. for them to transfer the neon signs to us, so that we can use those. There are some provisions in there that she had suggested, but we'll have a new agreement for you next time. And there's about $12,700 in their donations that they'll transfer to the city for the park. There are some specified donations that we'll have to use for the purposes that they were donated for. But they've given me an email on that, so I'll give that to you and we'll make sure that they're spent for the donation purposes. That's, I believe, what I have for closed session at this point, for open session at this point.
Okay. Okay, Anita?
Yes, we entered a window competition for the businesses for Homecoming 2020, and we were one of 3 that won. I'd like to thank Michael and John. They went to Homecoming and they got our plaque, so we were excited. Miss Dawn's son, he helped us with ours, and he won first and we won third, so it was our first window decorating competition we had entered, so that was fun. We have attended a TDD meeting and discussed all the signal lights over there on St. Robert Boulevard. Archer was there and talked about it, or was on the phone. We started work on our next extension with SEMA, BEMA. Tice met with Jeff and the mayor also on it to get us started on it. We had a jail tour last week, and it was surprising how big it is inside. Looking from it outside, I didn't think it'd be that big, but it was really state of the art, I thought. Looked nice.
What was that, Anita? I didn't hear that.
The jail,
Okay.
the jail tour, I think you were out of town.
Yeah, it was. Oh, it was awesome.
We had a Ozark River Solid Waste Zoom meeting today. They went over the proposals on the new grants people had put in. We attended the chamber meeting. The airport board, Leanne's passing out the fuel sales are up quite a bit from this year, and also the ridership. July was 284, August was 310. The claimants was 154 in July and 195 in August, so they're up. So that's good. We also, Leanne, I had her hand out Jeff Meadows' engineering report that he puts together for you once a month. Let's see. I helped Susan sign up for MGI. I think we finally got that done. We received a new annexation on Linwood we started on. So that'll give us 4 we're working on. Tomorrow there is a P&Z meeting at 5 on a project, Heritage Estates. And I think that's it, Mayor.
Is that meeting tomorrow, Heritage?
Yes.
Did we ever get that Tice, that letter or whatever we had to do for the roads?
I can't hear you, I'm
The
sorry.
roads over at Heritage, what's the name of that road over there?
What at Heritage, you're talking about out by 28?
No, by Higginbottom.
Oh, that is Andrews and Daniels Court.
The what?
Andrews and
Daniels Court.
What about it? I'm not
You
hearing.
were working to get those roads turned over to the city.
With Don Hauser with Timber Ridge.
Today's Ridge Creek?
Yes.
Yes, I got a call that we were trying to get some stuff into Ridge Creek, but I haven't got any material on it.
Into Ridge Creek. It's off of Higginbottom. There's 2 roads that are built over there, and they were never accepted by the city for some reason.
And we've been maintaining them.
No.
So you won't task me to get those roads in?
Well, Dan Hauser bought the whole development. It was repossessed or something. So he's bought the whole thing, so he has ownership of those, and he'll sign them over. We thought he was getting with you to do that paperwork.
Well, that creates a problem. We can manage it, but it's gonna be a little more extensive than that, because if it's a subdivision, it probably is delegated in the subdivision as a public road. And the government doesn't have to own a public road, but all the people that use the public road in the subdivision are gonna have to agree to that before he can sign it off. I don't think he's gonna have a restrictive covenant restricting the right to sell out the public road. Once he does it, he loses the ability to do that. The people that are on either side of that are the ones we gotta get to work, because it goes to the middle on ownership. We can do it, it's not that hard, but it's a little different route.
We thought you was working on it.
This was when it was built, it was a platted subdivision, so the streets was platted and, I guess, deeded, or was gonna be deeded over to the city, or they are deeded over to the city as a public right of way. We never did accept them for maintenance, because it never was completed. We never was petitioned to take it over.
Well, we can, if we've got agreement over there, I can fix it, but I've got to look at all the variables on it. I'm gonna have to look at the subdivision map and figure out what we're doing, and then we'll fix it.
Okay.
We
We thought we were
fix
doing
it.
that already about 2 weeks ago.
But I don't think it's as simple as the developer, the guy who bought it. I don't think he can deed it over to us once it's dedicated to public road, but we can fix it.
Okay,
Why do we,
let's go to work on it.
Huh?
why would we need to do anything other than accept it once it meets our?
Well, we might be able to accept it, but the problem is if people have been using it as a public road for more than 10 years, it becomes, it
It's
can
not 10
become a
years.
public road
It's
for,
not 10 years old.
okay. But I mean, there's a lot of variables that I want to look at before I can tell you where we can do it. We can,
I think this is Heritage Phase 3, Phase 2, or Phase 4. I can't remember which phase it is. You had helped us do one of the phases in Heritage. It's been a while back.
I understand. I mean, I just need to look at it. I don't want to sit here and go off the top of my head and tell you something wrong. I'll study it and then tell you something wrong.
Well, the whole thing is we thought 2 weeks ago it went over there, so evidently it didn't. So we'll get it. Okay, moving right along. Where are we at?
Yeah, but I'm not going to enforce it.
You need anything else?
Public road.
No, that was it, Mayor.
Okay. Just to let you know, I've got with Steve over at the transfer station under the metal bins. They gotta fall off and there's been such a mess over there. He's working to get that concreted over there with our guys doing it, which reduces the cost significantly. I don't know what that is. That's for closed. Steve already covered the bids for the wastewater treatment plant. The end of the month, they should be back in, or any bids. It's 30 days for phase 1 of the new transfer station, or wastewater treatment plant. March will be the phase 2 bidding for the remainder of the project. Also in November, they'll be bidding out or taking bids for the equipment and have that start arriving. Some of that stuff takes 20 to 24 weeks. So we're going to order that and reduces the cost instead of having the contractor put all that in as part of their bid. The trailer at the transfer station, we didn't get anything on that yet. Got a call on that. And talk about that. Okay. So moving right along. Okay, the next regular Board of Aldermen meeting will be October 20th at 5 o'clock. And the meeting is being closed pursuant to Missouri Law, Chapter 610-021, to include Section 1 legal, Section 2 real estate, and Section 3 personnel. Get a motion to go into executive session.
Motion.
Linda makes a motion. John seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll, please.
Linda?
Yes.
Susan?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
Walter?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you all. I was at